Hello Aries, I am Leah with Enlightened Mystic Essentials, and I am here to do your facing your fears before 2019, so you can learn about the fears that you need to release before the year comes in. Okay. I am now opening up communication for all of you to speak to spirit, divine spirit, or ancestors, meaning someone who has crossed over from the physical to the spiritual, someone that you have lost in the physical, like maybe your parents passed away, siblings passed away, grandparents passed away, and you would like to speak to them. You can email me at Enlightened Mystics Essential and just tell me who you are, and you know you would like to know about the services. Fire signs. When Spirit gave me this idea, fire signs, and not to mention the fact that we are in Sagittarius season, so fire sign, yeah. So I have already shuffled the cards, and we are going to get started. This is the Dark Mirror Oracle deck. Dark Mirror Oracle deck. This is the deck that we are going to use to get our main fears, or the fears that lurk in the dark, maybe the fears that you suppressed that need to be brought to the surface and released. Then we're going to get some spiritual wisdom from the divines and angels to clarify. Then we're going to surrender, release, and then we'll find out what you will gain after this release, okay, going into 2019. Here we go. Spirit for Aries, what are the fears that they will need to surrender or release? Ooh. And look what I see. It's hiding. I seen you. Whew. Gotcha. We'll find it. Addiction. Now, when this card turned over, had to be in the shuffling process or the prayer process one. Did not see it until now. And this is card 11. Addicted. What are you addicted to, Aries? Spirit for Aries, what is another fear that they will need to face? All right, you had two. Now look at this. You see it? One is flipped down. This is what's hidden, what's hiding. It doesn't want to come out. It doesn't want to be acknowledged. But it came out next to Alone in the World. That is face up. What is the card that is face down? Hiding your true self because you feel alone in the world. A 2-for-1 deal, Aries. And now your last fear. I'm gonna need these next, so gotta keep them. Spirit for Aries, what is another fear that they will face? Thank you. Masquerade. And it seemed like it all flows together. Masquerade. Wearing that mask, Aries? Now, where you hidden wisdom? Spirit for Aries, what is the hidden wisdom here for addicted? Hidden wisdom here for addicted. What is the hidden? Woof. Y'all see how them cars flew out at y'all? Woof. Now, I'm going to pull them out so I can show you all. You see that? Can you see them? This is reversed. And this is upright. Yeah. Okay. So the card that is upright is dual. Dragon's duel. This talks about an inner conflict. And it's clarifying addiction. And then this Fire Prince is in reverse. In reverse, he means aggression. And Aries, I am a person that reads numbers and colors. So once we get all the hidden wisdom to your 3 fears, I'm going to go over the numbers with you all and point out colors if I need to, you know. So moving over here to alone in the world and hiding yourself. Spirit, what is the hidden message here for? Dang, you see how fast that popped out? Boy, these readings have been just... Some have been okay, but some have like just bam, bam, boom, bang. This is clarifying alone in the world. And it is the eyes of beauty. Upright, this represents positive expectations. Good, good, good. Spirit, what is the hidden wisdom here for hiding your true self for Aries? Hiding your true self for Aries. What is? The River Queen. Going with the flow. Upright, going with the flow. Oh, and letting go. Letting go. Going with the flow and letting go. Last fear, masquerade. Spirit, for Aries, what is the hidden wisdom here? What they can't see in the physical, but they're in the spiritual for masquerade. What is? Okay. We got 2. See it hiding? And then you have 1 over here that fell out. The one that fell out is the Eagle King. Upright, this represents the big picture. And let's get this one. That one to hide. Y'all, let's see how many cards did y'all have hiding. The Ice Queen. Ideals preserved and non-action. No movement, Aries. Upright. That's what the Ice Queen represents. Okay. Okay. So now let's get back over here to this addicted. Addicted. This card shows a man literally like melting, and he is chained, and he's melting, like his skin is falling off, that his skeletor is showing, the skeleton, and the chains in the front of him has metal thorns sticking out his back. Yeah. 11. Addicted. And 11 is 1 plus 1, that's 2. 2 means choices. 2 means choices. 2 means conversation. 2 means debating. And 2 also represents pairs. Addicted. And then next to addicted is inner conflict. This is the Dragon's duo. See, this card here, you know, in this wisdom deck, it talks about challenges in the reverse. But this is one of the major cards that has no, it offers no challenger, and it offers no assistant, because upright is the assistance. It offers the assistance. In the reverse, it is your challenger. But this is one of the cards that it has no assistant and no challenger, because it is fueled by you. Because in this card, if you look, is the sky dragon, this dragon. Did he swoop down in the water and pick up the water dragon? Or was this sky dragon flying so low that the water dragon jumped up and grabbed him? There's no clear indication here in this image, but the card represents that whichever one you fuel, air, That's your logic. The air dragon represents your logic, your mind, your head, your thoughts. And this water dragon represents emotions. How you feel about a situation. And this number here, 23. 2 plus 3 is 5. This is what needs to change. So it's saying, so far, 2, you choosing to be addicted. Change is needed. Because why? The fire prince is aggression in reverse. It's something that's causing you to be aggressive, Aries. And this here is 40. So 0 drops down. So it's 4, foundation. So you choosing to either let go of this addiction or stay within the addiction. What it say? Right? But a change is needed. Because this is inner conflict. Upright, right? Because the foundation in which this addiction is in you needing to change, it creates an aggressive foundation for you. That's exactly what this says. And think about fire. What is the fire? It's a drive. Or fire could also represent grounding. But by him being upside down, where are you grounded at? Damn sure ain't in your head. Can't be grounded in your head. You're gonna be grounded on your feet. And right now your feet are up in the air. You can only be logical or irrational in your head. Grounding is not possible by the head. Now unless you just gonna walk around on your head. Who does that literally? So you choosing to either come out of an addiction or stay within an addiction, because 2 is choice. And the change that is needed is the inner conflict. The morality. This is what needs to change. But what drives you? Logic or emotion? Don't forget, they just said it's a choice. 2 represents choice. And I'm going to tell you now how you know what needs to change. If you are a logical person, that means you headstrong but you lack emotion. Then now it's time for you to come out that head and go within them feelings and that gut. And if you are a feel gut person, you need to get out of this feeling and go with your head. Because where one is strong, the other will lack. Okay? Change 23. Because, and why is the change needed? Because it's causing your foundation to be aggressive. Nobody can come near you or around you because you so damn aggressive. Who want to be around somebody who aggressive and then they telling us you don't have no grounding because you're on your head? What's your drive? My head. Okay, so your head is your drive. I just said if you a headstrong person, it's time to switch to what? The feelings. And feelings also represent intuition. Gut feelings are intuition. It's time to change. Now let's find out what needs to be surrendered. Spirit. If Aries chooses to come out of this addiction and use their intuition for them to be grounded in their foundation, what will they need to surrender? What needs to be surrendered, released, or accepted? What needs to be surrendered, released, or accepted? I had 2 more signs do the same thing. It's the feeling right now is this negativity, like a heavy -5. Spirit, for Aries, what needs to be surrendered of this addiction? What needs to be surrendered? Thank you. Look. And both of them fell out on addicted. What needs to be surrendered is surrender to setting limits. You know what limits is? Boundaries, walls, defense, protection. And surrender worry. Surrender worry. Let's read. It says, it is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Is it a relationship that you're addicted in? Or are they saying the relationship between your head and your emotions? Because that's what needs to change. Practice expressing your needs. And remember that no is a complete sentence. No grounding. Your feet are not on the ground here. And don't forget, this is a card of 4. Foundation. Where do you set boundaries? I set boundaries in my foundation. Because your foundation right now is very aggressive. Whatever you're building or standing on is very aggressive. And that could be a negative energy, to be too aggressive. Surrender worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. I just told you this was your drive. Fire. Your drive is your head. I just said if you were headstrong, it's time to switch up and change and go to your emotions. And if you are an emotional driven person, it's time to switch up and go to head. 1, 2, 3. Simple steps. Well, then again, it might not be so simple because there is an addiction here. What you're addicted to, I don't know. It can be so many things, but you need to choose if you're going to stay within that addiction or let it go. And just in case you don't know, we're facing our fears, and it's about letting go to start anew for the new year, right? So it says, when worries arrive, breathe them out of your body. Whatever you're addicted to within this aggressive foundation. Focus on the power of your heart. I just said that. And have faith that Spirit is guiding you the right way. Your heart is found within your emotions or your intuition. And your faith and Spirit is both of these things. Yeah. So now, let's see. Spirit, when Aries chooses to release this addiction and come out of inner conflict and not be so aggressive to setting boundaries and worry, what will they gain? What will they gain? What will they... Thank you. I got 2. Now, can you see this? You see this? This is one card over here. But it fell on top of one of the surrender cards. So what is this? Magic manifesting. It says, your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. But what needs to be surrendered? Surrender to complete healing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes. And I'm let me tell you something about this picture with these colors. What stands out in this picture is purple and pink. Purple represents power. And pink, you see that pink at the bottom? It represents compassion. And in the middle is all this white light. That's the enlightenment, honey. Yeah, that's the guidance. That's the spiritual guidance. It says, open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe. I just told you that the pink was the compassion and the white was the enlightenment, the universe. That supports your physical. That's your physical. The addiction. Your emotional. That's the emotional and spiritual healing. The drive, the fire, the passion, the grounding. Yeah. And then the card that fell out on top of addicted is forgiveness. Because I told you had 2 cards. And it says, you are the path of light. And forgiveness. You are the path of light and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. You are on the path of light. What is the enlightenment? The enlightenment is that you have been enlightened about whatever you're addicted to. What is the love? The love is the drive of spirit, telling you you need to become grounded. And what is the forgiveness? The change that is needed within you. This is the inner conflict. Yeah. So if you've made decisions within your head, within the logic side of you that was not too good, and it caused this addiction right here, you need to forgive yourself for that, you know. And if you are an emotional driven person and you've made some decisions about this addiction right here that did not turn out so well for you, you need to forgive yourself and change. Now let me hold on now. Let me look at all these numbers and tell you what the whole message was about. You had a 2, a 5, that's 7, plus a 4 is 11. So 1 plus 1 is 2. It's about your choice. I told you that from here. You choosing to stay within this addiction or you letting it go. But how you go about it is head. Is it head over heart or heart over head? And then you know, this inner conflict here, it causes you to be aggressive. But you can't be aggressive with nobody but your damn self, because you caused this. And this caused these 2 things right here. So come on, Aries. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Now coming down here to the next one, your next sphere. Alone in the world is 6. 6 is a number that talks about balance, equal. Why do you feel like you're alone in the world? Because honestly, honey, you're not. Because if you were alone in the world, how could you be looking at this video that I am over here making? Because then therefore it would be 2 people. Not possible for you to be alone in the world, regardless of how you're feeling. And look at you. You're just sitting over here all naked like you can just run the streets. You try to run the street naked and see how fast they'll put you in jail. And so the hidden wisdom here is positive expectations. You need to think positive, honey. Because at the end of the day, you're not alone, because I know you're here. That's why I make these videos, to get these messages across. The divines know that you're here. Your parents or grandparents, your ancestors know that you're here because they watch over you. But you need to come to a balance within yourself. Because see, positive expectations and clarity. And what's this number? 7. This is 7, 25. 7. Self-reflection. That's what 7 means. how you see yourself. You need clarity. Clarity. Well, let me give you some clarity. Spirit, for Aries, alone in the world, what needs to be surrendered, released, or accepted? Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Because right now you feel like you are alone in the world and they just told you you needed balance. What you needed balance in? To become more positive and clarity. You need to be clear about yourself. And why is it that you need to be clear about yourself? Because you look how you think. Outdated beliefs about yourself. It says let go of limiting ideas. That is restrictions about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. Soar means go up. Soar means advancement. Soar means growth. Because now you got insight, you got clarity. And what did you get clarity about? That you're not alone, honey. Even if you were the only person on this earth, in this world, you still will never be alone because spirit is there. The divines are there. Leah, who is the divines? The creators. The creators who created this world and everything, get it? And including you. Just like that. Now you go from, and look how she looks over. Alone in the world, looks at hiding your true self. Look how she's looking over there. So now you feel alone in the world. You want to go hide yourself. You want to be like everything else in the world. You by yourself. So you want to be by yourself, literally. You want to hide yourself. It says hiding your true self. This number here is 14. This talks about a change. 5. And see, this, okay, look at the colors. Red represents blood, love, or defeat. So which are you? Are you the loving yourself, solid? Or are you the walking away and defeat yourself? Which one? Because right now I say hiding your true self. Hiding your true self. This the weak side of you. Weak side. Strong side. The side that stands strong and the side that want to go run and hide. That's why the defeated side of you is turning its back on the real you. This is how this card reads. And then it says the River Queen is here to clarify. So upright, she represents flow and letting go. Let me see. What's her number? 9. Selflessness is 9. So if you're not being selfish, and you think about other people, is it saying that you're letting yourself go here? You're letting yourself just go. Let me see what it is together. 5 plus 9. 5 plus 9 is 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. Change. Just like this. You needing to change. You hiding your real self. For what though? Spirit. For Aries, hiding your true self. What do Aries need to learn to surrender, release, or accept about themselves? You want it to come out so bad. Okay, we got a few things here. And the first one out the deck is surrender. Low self-esteem. I just told you the weak side of you is turning its back on the strong side of you. What's part of the weak? Hello, low self-esteem. You defeat. All these things that make you feel like you're defeated, that's the weak side. And that is what needs to change. That's why this is a 5. 14 makes 5. It says, you deserve success, love, and abundance. You deserve that, Aries. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. You know what you need to say? I alone am strong. And I alone will stand up for myself. Because you have to stand up for yourself when no one else will. So you, little weak ass defeated side of me, you know what? You doing the right thing, walking away. Get the hell away from me. Because this is not what I am about. Because if you, the weak side, was about me, you would be over here within me. But you're walking away from me. Good. Bye, bye. Don't never look back and don't never come back. Because everything that I possess within me, that is positive energy and of love and of light and of wisdom, makes me strong. And I have no room for you, weak ass. That's what they say. Flow and letting go. Now see, that's the low self-esteem. Now what clarifies this? The River Queen. Look. Effortlessness. That's going with the flow of things. Right? It says stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. Flow and letting go, huh? Let's jump back up here. It says, stop pushing so hard. You ain't, have you, the strong side of you, have you pushed the weak side away? The art of living. This is living, standing strong. This is running away. This is weak shit here. It says, means going with the flow. It says going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. Are you forcing the weakness out? Now listen. You have to have a balance in order to maintain a unit. Now that you have pushed out the weak side, or that you have told the weak side to go, or if the weak side try to come back, make sure that by this being the negative side, and that's the positive side of you right there, make sure when you release these negative and, you know, dark things or low energy things, that you fill your strong side up with positive energy. Because you have to have all energy to make a whole, or to make a unit. You cannot have all this positive energy over here in a space of emptiness. That's not possible, because then therefore you are not going to be able to maintain the unit. You lose the unit, or over time the unit will weaken. Why would you allow for weakness to come back in of your unit after you just put weakness away from you? You just got it away from you. See how that go? So what are some of the things that supports you hiding your true self? You surrendering to the magic of who you are. These are just the supports. You surrendering your attachment. You surrendering yourself, the attachment to the results. That's part of that unit. You not staying stuck on it. You learning what you need to learn, and you dealing with what you need to deal with, and you move along. Surrender to silence. This is a card about meditating and contemplating, thinking about what needs to be, sorted out. What do you need to do? And once you surrender to silence and figure out that You can't have your unit with all the strong side of you, you know, and leave an emptiness. You have to fill it with something. What are you going to fill it with? Lee, I'm going to fill it with love and support. Oh, yeah. Receiving love and support. Yeah. That's more positive energy. And look at this picture. See that picture? Purple all around. And in the middle is white. And those two bears are white. This is the power, because purple is power, of clarity. See that white? The power of clearance, the positive. And it's empowerment. That's why it's purple. And at the end, when you do all these things, look what your reward is. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, success. All right, Aries. I see y'all over here doing a little something, Y'all doing a little bit better than everybody else. Pretty much. Except for Scorpio. Scorpio showed up and showed out. Yeah. But y'all doing better than the other fire sign. Sagittarius. I ain't trying to talk about nobody. Okay, so let's go. Your last fear is the Masquerade. And that number is 15. So that's 6. You need to balance out this masquerade, or this act of putting on this mask. Yeah. Why? You need to see the bigger picture. And this number is 12. 3 is, 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. That's the creation. You need to see what the bigger picture of what's really being created here. And then let's forget that let's not forget that you have the Ice Queen. Upright, she represents preserved ideas and non-action, no movement. Yeah, that's what's going on here. And the number is 10. Right there, see that 28? So if you got 10, the 0 drops. That's 1. 1 you, Aries. 1 journey that you're on can all change with 1 thought. Yeah. So the whole thing, let me see. 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 1, that's 10. Right? So, they say 10 is a number of completion. And 10 is also the number of perfection. But don't forget that the 1 0, that 0 falls off and it leaves 1. So this is about you. 1 you, 1 journey, 1 decision. Plain and simple. 1 you, 1 journey, 1 decision. 1 you masquerading around. But in reality, you masquerading around, it needs to be a balance here, because that's 6. So what you need to balance out is stop motherfucking putting on these masks for these people. One of you the mask wearer here. Where you going? What the masquerade is? The party? You going to a party? So every day you go out the door, you going to a masquerade, huh? And at the end of the day, guess what? This what that masquerade goes back to. You hide your true self. This the 5. Look, 14. And this the 6. 15. In sync. Really. Too much for me. So you around here wearing masks and things. You want to still hide yourself because you feel like people don't need to see the real you, or you afraid the people are going to see the real you and think otherwise. Because see, now they come in and talk about a creation. What is the creation? You seeing the bigger picture. Upright this card, the big picture. And you know how I know you're not seeing the big picture? one you, one journey, one thought, preserved ideas and non-action, no movement. And if there's no movement, therefore you will stay stuck and wearing your little mask for people. And therefore you will not see the bigger picture, but you better be trying to see something, because you, I don't know how. Listen, let me tell you something. Do you know how tiresome this is? You parading and putting on a show in front of people. Technically, I ain't even going to say you're putting on the show, because if you wear a mask, you probably hang with people and associated with people who wear a mask too, because it's more than just you at this masquerade party. So all y'all just run around here wearing masks. Aries. Child, boo. Don't worry about it. We gonna figure it out. Spirit, let's see what you need to release other than this mask. And then the thing about it is, you got this mask on. You see how big that damn mask is? The little masquerade mask. She gonna pull down over her head with all these pink feathers. So that tells me that you telling everybody you friendly. You a little friendly little ghost, or friendly little monster, or whoever you supposed to be at the masquerade party, you a friendly one. Because look at all that pink upon your head. But don't forget, this is the mask in which you wear. This is the masking of your true self. The mask says you friendly, but when the mask come up, are you mean? Are you an evil person? But understand the fact that this mask that you gonna put over your face, it is a distraction. It is a blockage, because when you pull that mask over your face, you can't see the bigger picture. Distraction. They're telling you that this is creation. What you're creating. They're telling you that this mask that you wearing, that you telling everybody when you pull it over your face that you friendly, and that friendly mask don't match what's on the under it. The creation is you not getting the bigger picture. Why I'm not getting the bigger picture, Leah? Because you got that big ass mask over your face you can't even see. And if you can't see what's being created, how can you move? Not possible. Now you can go, you know what I'm saying, with your little mask on, because they got the little eye holes or whatever, and you can see how you twirling around these other people with their mask on. If that's the life you want to live, Aries, hey baby, have fun. But right now, we are facing our fears, and wearing a mask ain't part of it. Look at here. I'm addicted, Leah, and I need to make a choice whether I stay in this addiction or I come out of it. I feel alone in the world, Leah. I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna go hide my true self. Now that I know I can't hide my true self, let me just go over here and wear this mask. Look like you are addicted to hiding yourself behind masks because you feel alone. That's what that say. Outside of all the breaking of downs, what is your addiction? What is the drive for you? Not being alone. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to feel alone. That's why they say a balance is here. That's why they say a balance is needed. Well, by you feeling alone, what happens? Oh, I just want to go hide somewhere. I don't want to hide just my face right now. I just want to hide my whole body. And that's a number of change. What needs to change? Well, if I can't go hide my butt, I guess I hide my face among the rest and blend in. Guess what? You can blend in all the hell you want. I'm not blending in with you. Just wanted to let you know that. Because I'm trying to figure out how the hell you go from feeling alone. So, if you by yourself, right? I'm just asking a question. Please comment. Because I'm not trying to be funny. But I am trying to point out a fact. If you are alone in the world, who the hell is you hiding from? And if you're alone in the world, who the hell is you putting this mask on for? I'm just asking a question. That's all I'm doing. Please tell me, because I'm curious as hell. Anyway. Okay, so Spirit. If Aries stops wearing this mask of distraction, sees the bigger picture, and come out of being stuck, see how fast this was? What will they need to surrender in order to gain? Surrender your need to always be right. And guess what it fell on top of? The Ice Queen, preserved ideas. Now you see this picture here. In this image there's a man and a woman. Two represents pairs. And this man and the woman, with being the two, because it's two people, represents the conversation. Or it represents the debate of two. Conversation of two is just talking between you and whoever. The debating is a factor because you talk about your ideas or argue your ideas, and the other person argue their ideas. But by falling on top of the Ice Queen, it says somebody is masquerading around you, Aries, in a mask. And you're not being able to see the bigger picture. And this bigger picture talks about a conversation that needs to happen, whether it's with you or somebody else. Literally you and yourself. Because you constantly want to put your mask on. And the mask on top of your head is pink. I'm friendly, I'm compassionate. That's what your mask say when it's over your face. But when your face is exposed, nobody can talk to you. Because you always what? Right. And that is why you are not moving forward. Non-action. Ice Queen. You know what's going on? The Ice Queen? She here asleep in the ice. And you see that owl? Owl represents wisdom. And if you see it as a bird, it represents messages. How can anybody get a message to you when you sleep? How? And this is a 10, which really is a 1. One you, one journey, one thought. How the hell can you think when you sleep? I'm just asking. Aries. Now, let's go here. We got a card hiding, y'all. We got a card hiding. What's up with all these hidden cards? Y'all need to be trying to check into these fields for real, because there's a lot of stuff hiding. Let's read this hidden card. The hidden. Child. It says, inner strength. Move back to wholeness. What's that? Not wearing this damn mask, trying to tell everybody you friendly. And in reality, you may not be as friendly as the mask say. Because the mask do stink. That's why I got all this pink all over it. And you probably designed it. It says, recognize that you have the power. Yeah, you have the power if you can see the big picture. And recognize that this mask is a distraction. So that therefore you can have a conversation or a debate. Yeah. And 2 also represents choices. You making a decision to come out of being stuck. Yeah. Recognize that you have the power. You know what? I don't even need to go through it because it was there for you all along. It was just hidden. Just like a lot more of these other cards here. But you wasn't the only sign, so don't get it twisted, baby. Out of the, maybe, what was this? 7, what we on? 7, 8, 6, 8. You're the 8th sign I've done. And out of the 8 signs, I'll say 6 of the 8 signs have had hidden cards all over the place. Yeah. So, I am Leah with Enlightened Mystic Essentials. Enlightened mean guided, informed, knowledgeable. Mystic means spiritual, otherworldly, outside of this physical realm. As essentials. Life journey, life path, life journey path. Plain and simple. You can email me and let me know your situation. And please leave comments because you addicted. Because you have a problem with being alone, Aries. And you want to hide your whole self. Not part of yourself. Your whole self. Now that Leah done came in here and told you it's not possible for you to hide your whole self. Now you just want to wear your little mask. Look at that mask. It's falling all down. Yeah. Listen, Aries. Let me tell you something. Everybody in this journey called life, we all have a part to play. And as a Aries, being part of the fire sign, you are the inspiration. You are the drive. Yeah. You are our fire. And you are my opposite because I'm water. Water, yeah, I need you just like you need me. So, you know, don't allow you or anyone else to make you feel like you're alone in this world, because you're not. Do not let people put you in a situation where you feel like you need to hide your whole self. And technically, you know, you got to be one of those, what is it, Navy SEALs or CIA spies or Marines or Green Berets or whoever those people is that go off the grid. And the only reason why I know about that, because I watch like a lot of military movies sometimes. Yeah, but you ain't one of them people. Because if you was one of those people, you wouldn't even be here watching this video, because those people don't look at YouTube like that. Them people try to take their little time that they have, if they can, to communicate with their family. The people who work for the government. Like top secret people that you don't know about. You know, the ones around here finding the UFO and the aliens and shit. Them people. You ain't none of them people. Because you here on YouTube for guidance. So now that you done learned that you can't hide your whole self, you around here wearing masks. What is it about you that you need to surrender release or accept, you know, because this tells me that it's on your mind. Maybe it's not in your face per se, something that you have, you know, dug up and resurfaced. Maybe this reading has. Yeah. And it's on your mind about you being alone. Yeah. That causes you want to hide yourself. Your whole self. Didn't I just tell you weren't one of them secret military people? And so now you want to go to the mass? What is it about this hiding of yourself? I don't need you to hide me. Hide you. You my opposite. So you gonna leave me out here in this world alone without no balance? Because what is it? Earth and air, they go together. That's the balance. Water and fire, we are the balance. Don't go out here hiding. Oh my God, think about what the world would be like with just air, fire. No, because you gone. Air, water, and earth. We wouldn't have no type of drive. We'll be all either emotional. We'll either be all in our heads, logic, or we will all feel like we were always right to be grounded because we feel grounded. No drive. That's not what we going for. But listen, I'll be back the beginning of the year to see who has surrendered, release these fears, and look for my energy readings, because the energy readings is going to tell you what you release, what you accepted, and what is coming towards you energy wise, or who is coming towards you energy wise. Okay, and don't forget, I'm Leah and this is Enlightened Mystic Essentials. Have a good day and release. And stop feeling like you're alone, because you're not. If you ever feel like you're alone, you can email me. I'll talk to you. Probably have you laughing a little bit. But don't never feel like we don't need you in this world, because hello, Aries, we need you. I need you. I am surrounded, both of my daughters and my mother, Aries. Do you know how hard it is to live in a household with 3 Aries? Y'all like to run shit. Like, y'all think